Hi, it's Hazel and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. I am here with a haul video. It will likely be a little bit on the long side because there's so darn many goodies here. I will try to, you know, make better time than I usually do. I feel quite often that I'm repeating myself and saying, oh, this can be a signature page, this can be a page edge, this can be this, when in fact, unless this is your first video, and by some miracle you found my channel, chances are you've heard this 100 times and no longer need to hear it. So maybe I will avoid that part of it. Okay. Now, I do have some yarn, but maybe I'll leave that for another day because I think we've got our hands full. Okay, this is just the packaging from some Dollarama butter. Whoa, sorry, did I hit you? Dollarama butterflies. These were mounted on here. They had a foamy riser thing at the back and in between. Well, I didn't want all of that, so I cleaned it off, and then just used Fabri-Tac to glue these guys down. Now, they actually have a couple of score lines in them, so a person could, I mean, not that it would stay that way if these were used in a journal, but I guess on a cover they might. Anyway, so that's what that is. I kept this because, I mean, this is really nice. So if I cut the barcode and the description off, both sides of that would be perfect, and then the rest could just be covered up. So, oh, I just said I wasn't going to do that. Good intentions. Love these hot pink paper bags, and I will, of course, add them to my bag stash. Whoopsie, I've got something I have. I'm verging on a collapse here. Now, I paid, I think, $1 for these. They are piping bags. Let me separate one. I think there are 6 here. So Wilton, which is, of course, the cake decorating people. Now, that is the size of the tip. Wait, oh, you know what? I assumed that they were all the same, but maybe they're not. Do they get progressively smaller? Oh, that's very good. And am I about to start cake decorating? Not on your life. My mother did it. She decorated wedding cakes and, obviously anything small or bigger, well, not bigger, but smaller than that. But when I heard Jonna talking about using, wait, what did she say to use piping bags for? Oh my goodness. I ran out and, well, I didn't purposely seek to find these, but I did find them at a good price. I think they're intended to be disposable. But, what would it take to wash this out? Oh my goodness. Mental block here. I can't remember what she said she uses these piping bags for. Anyway, hopefully it comes to me. If not before the end of the video, then hopefully in the description box. Jonna, if you're hearing this, you might have to help me out here too. It might have been modeling paste, but man, that would, with these large tips, that would certainly use a lot of product. So I don't know, maybe that's not the right thing. That kind of makes me wish I would have hung on to the stainless steel tips and canvas icing piping bags that my mom had. I thought, well, let's get rid of this first. This, now I saved the packaging, but I tried to save a little time by taking things out of their boxes. Professional modeling kit and cotton tool wrap. Little Venice Cake Company, Mish Turner. Collect and keep, look up for tips and blah, blah. Ergonomic handles. So I gather that what this is again, for those people who are doing cake decorating. So these, okay, so this tool is just a round thing. This has little teeth on it. I think one tool is missing because there are 10 pictured on the packaging. So the tools are double-ended. They are soft. Well, I mean, the handle, the grip part is ergonomic. And I thought that with, now these are kind of sharp. I thought that with a little gentle touch that these could be used for mark making, perhaps even on a gel plate. But of course, with something that sharp, I'd have to be careful. What is it? Oh, see, this is... some of these are probably would be a bit dangerous to use, to be honest. It has a zipper here, and it rolls up like, you know, typically we would see a person roll up paintbrushes, and then with a self-tie. So I paid $3 for this. So I will keep this with my gel printing stuff and hope that I don't use a cheap thrifted item and ruin an expensive gel plate. Again, I have awareness and a bit of a memory, so hopefully that will not be an issue. Okay, let me show you this. I paid $2 for this box. It was barely contained because it hadn't been put back right. But it's got so much cool stuff. And I'm sure, you know, because everything is, I guess, Chinese on it, like the writing, that it's probably a Temu or I've never ordered from AliExpress, so I have no idea what. But, you know, I'm sure it's all Chinese made. But there are several pieces of the larger size paper, and of course it's all beautifully color coordinated. These are more like a cardstock weight. Whoops. These are just a lightweight paper, but they have, you know, the imagery is basically color coordinated, that peachy color. There are several of these, this shape. There are these sentiments. Now you probably can't see that, but it says, to live, to learn, to love, life is a beautiful ride, blah, blah, blah. These look like sort of like vellum stickers, just those circles and different shapes. And then these are, I'm sure these are stickers. With, again, an imagery or a sentiment. These cute little shopping lists that look like guest checks. A couple of rolls of washi tape. Now, there isn't much on there. Some envelopes. I didn't take this apart. I guess journaling cards. Now, the paper is very not textural, but it's very tactile. So journaling cards, I guess, oh, these are all the same. So it's just very neutral, you know, landscape kind of thing. This book, Meet in the Sunset, that's like a little dust jacket. Again, it looks like handmade paper. And this is a combination of grid paper. Thought I saw bullet paper in there too. Oh, I guess it's all grid paper, which is cool because then our lines stay straight if we want our lines to stay straight. Oh, there's this as well. These are perforated. Oh, I didn't see those color swatches, like paint chips. So, I mean, if I was a brand new person trying to build up my stash, that was a well spent $2. And then these things, I think, are kind of more like, they're either, some of them are windows, so it's perforated there. Actually, you know what? If a person used some of that washi tape on one side and perforated the other three, that could be like a little window or door that opens. You know, all sorts of stuff. So, really happy about that. I think it was a score. Okay, I think we're making some good time here. Let me get this out of the way. Probably helps to have pre-arranged and maybe pre-piled this stuff. Maybe before I get to the gift wrap, I'll show you this. Paid $2. Now it says Golden Table Runner, 60 feet. Holy cow, 60 feet? Now, that daughter of mine has not yet come up with a color scheme for her wedding. I don't know. Well, here, let's touch it over here. She has no idea how much good stuff her mother has, or how much good stuff her mother could and would buy if only she would make that decision. $2. So we'll leave that intact until I hear from her about that. This I bought at Winners. These were in a package of $1. Not, this wasn't at Winners. These were in a package, and I think they're probably hair things. Now, I was wearing these earlier. These are just plastic things, sort of like your teller wearing her key thing. Anyway, I'd piled all these up on my wrist, and I'll tell you, my hand nearly fell off because they were so tight. So I thought, why don't I just gently stretch them on this? These were even worse. Now, this is some, well, it's, I guess, elastic covered, fabric covered elastic. So let's, oh, I put a bracelet on the other hand. Whoa. Sorry, that one fell on the floor. Let's see if I can get this on. Oh, that's going to be tight. Okay, so they need to stretch some more. This is the brand of art supply that Winners Home sent. Oh, here's another bracelet. Oh, dear. It's snuck under that. Anyway, I'll get that out of there. Sand texture medium coarse. So it was reduced to $5, and I thought, well, okay, let me give it a try. Easily add texture or create 3D effects faster with this specifically formulated textured medium, ideal for acrylic and oil paints. Using a palette knife, mix directly with acrylics to create your desired texture, or apply medium and paint over with acrylic paint, or once dry with oil paint. Can be used on porous surfaces such as cardboard, wood, and canvas. Clean up with water, warm soapy water, while wet. and visit their website for more usage tips and info. So I'm kind of looking forward to playing with that. And I guess having gotten it on sale makes me think that I'm more likely to, oh geez, that's tight, more likely to actually give it a whirl. So maybe that's just psychology. What else have I got here? I picked up a couple decks of playing cards. This one, I love mandalas. And this appears to be kid proof. Appears to be, oh, well, it's taped. No wonder I can't open it. Yoy. Sorry. Still something holding it there. So brand new deck of cards, and look. Will this not be perfect in a boho journal? And on the other side are these, well, or are they all questions? Okay. Do you think there are aliens on other planets? If animals could talk? What is your favorite joke? What is your favorite thing about me? What is the favorite thing to do with your family? So I just love these images. Oh, I just see now that it says Water Lantern Festival. So I don't know if that was, if these were specially printed for some event. 2023. Anyway. Oh, it seems like it says find an event near you. Anyway, love them. Did I need another 2 decks of cards? No, I didn't. Not at all. But again, these are pretty cute. Princesses or something? Okay, Sophia the First. So I don't know. Someone will tell me what that means. Those are cool. Oh, look at the Joker. Very cute. Very, very cute. Okay, I remember a year or 2 ago, Dale from Not Too Shabby Chic talking about the ribbon that Marshalls, Winners, TJ Maxx, all, you know, all of that line of store sells on these wooden spools. Now, I don't like one little bit that I paid $7.99 for this, but I picked this isn't, well, I guess you can judge what the color is. It's not a, it's not really burgundy, but yet it's pretty darn close. Like it, if there was red to contrast beside it, it's not even close to red, but it is more like the color that I would like. And of course, I did manage to find some of these spools at a thrift store, and they are perfect and decorative at the same time for displaying snippet rolls. So that's why I, that and I had a gift card. That's why I broke down and bought this. It has 10 yards, and this is like a velveteen or something. So, yeah, that was a bit of a splurge. Okay. I got a bunch of wrapping paper. And those of you who know me and have seen me sorting my gift wrap in the past will think to yourselves, the woman has finally flipped out. Now we have proof positive. what can I say? I love this. I love it. And, you know, sometimes you're getting a cat in a bag where they have, you know, bulk, especially if the packages are open, where they will bulk, you know, throw several packages or partial packages into a bag, and you don't really know what you're getting. So that's a little bit sort of like the you know, that's part of the fun. This is wedding paper, and I am in the process of collecting for wedding journals. Whether that will have anything to do with my daughter's wedding next year or not, I do not know. This is interesting paper. I don't mind it. This is kind of far out. Those are stylized roses, believe it or not. Oh, look, and tape. Bonus. I don't have to comment on everyone. Let's see if I can get through the rest of this pile without saying a word. Can I say hubba hubba? Aww. Aww. Hey, who knew that was possible? I just realized, where is it now? Oh, this one. Those are exactly the colors that Carol's favorite colors. So clearly I have to work some of this into the journal I'm doing for her. And one of these days I will tape, do a couple videos and show you what I have done so far. Clearly it will be scheduled for who knows when, in January. You know, after she's received it. I'm still hoping that somehow at Christmas we'll be able to get some stuff to each other. That's going to depend on whether we go to Denver, or maybe if those kids of ours come this way, maybe they could be persuaded to take a parcel back with them to me. In case you were doubting my sanity, I donated so many pieces of paper, 12 by 12s, to the school for their, you know, their kids. And then I bought this many for $4 the other day. And it also came in one of those, one of these things. So, I mean, I guess that's worth something. I have vertical storage that I store my paper in, that by colorway. This is cute. That could go into a farm journal. I'm not going to show you every single sheet. There are a couple of these that could be cut up and find their way into Carol's journal. I've never seen a pregnant somebody or other, but and most of these, luckily enough, are double-sided. So maybe I'll just do I kind of tried to sort them into colorways as I was looking through them, just so that it would make it easier for me to file them. Whoopsie. I don't care for stripes. I think I've said that before, but, you know, there are always stripes. So that would be cute, probably in a kid's book. There seem to be quite a few butterflies. So there are those. There were a few purple papers. Oh, maybe I didn't get all the purple together. Some nice pink ones. I didn't really have such great pink paper. These circles, the pink ones, are flocked. Oh my goodness, why am I even showing this to you? You've seen paper before. I was pleasantly surprised. Some of them, of course, are really old because they still had, they had little barcodes and things printed on. Oh, 2005, I'll say it's late. It's old. You know, so those things obviously have to be covered up in some way. Oh, there's some more purple. Anyway, I will file these. If there are some that I really don't think I'm going to use, I will add them. I kind of have an ongoing donation box happening for the school, just so as I encounter something, I put it straight in there as opposed to hoping to remember it later. Baby stickers. These are a couple of notebooks that are, and this is Indigo's brand. Indigo is, if you don't know, the Canadian chain bookstore, Chapters Indigo. So who doesn't love that? At Habitat for Humanity, they had a number of 45 records. So inside there and there is a record. I don't know what language this is. I didn't, there were no prices marked. So when I took them, I had more picked out. Oh, this is printed in Germany. I had more picked out. But when I asked her the price, she said they'd be $1 each, and I didn't want to pay for all of those. So my intention, because I picked, like I sorted through and just ended up with these two, simply because everything I look at, I see as a potential journal cover. So, oh, it was halfway torn as it is. Why is this turned under like that? Anyway, I thought this could work because, oh, what a goof I am. I might have left something else behind that was good. I was picturing folding this top part in half, but it would be, okay, how wide is this? 7 inches. So, I mean, I guess this could be made narrower, like maybe cut it off there. Anyway, you probably know what I'm thinking. I like these girls, and I like this naturey, foresty, woodland one. Okay, let's keep going. Now, I don't know why I bought this. I paid $1. I think most of the package is intact, supposedly 20 sheets. I couldn't see anywhere, front or back, what sort of a printer it was intended for. Excuse me. I, of course, have a inkjet, not laser. Doesn't say whatever. Again, the $64,000 question is, why do I buy this when I have never in 5 years printed anything on transparency? I do not know, and you can't make me tell you. This block, canvas pad, acid-free, acrylic gesso primed, 280 cotton duck, suitable for all oil or acrylic painting, 10 sheets, 8.3 by 5.8. $4. I thought this might be kind of a cool size just to play around with. I have canvas, unprimed canvas by the yard, back from my painting days when I would paint, when I'd stretch my own canvases and do that sort of stuff. This just seemed handier and more like something that a person would actually use in the context of what I'm doing now. $1 for these. 100 index cards, 5 by 8. I said to the woman, these things are not priced. What will you charge me for them? She said $2, and I kind of turned up my nose a bit at that. Maybe made her second guess. I think then she settled on $1.50. This is supposedly blue airmail paper. 40 sheets. I don't know how much is, whatever. Woodward's hasn't been in business for decades, so I thought that was good. Now these are, I think they might all be National Defense envelopes. Oh yeah, just a couple different colors. So I thought they were kind of an interesting size. And of course, you know, it's got the Canada word and the flag there. So I thought it was kind of interesting from that perspective. You know, some of these could end up, I'll put it in my Canada bin. And for most other things, we, of course, cover our envelopes with something or other. So, what is the size, just out of curiosity? 9 3/4 by 5.5. These are bigger yet. Look at this. This is 11.5 by 5. So there are a few of those. And honestly, this is about the right quantity of envelopes to buy. Not the box of 500, not the box of 1,000. And then I don't know what, I've never seen anything this, what's going on here? It has a flap, but it's, it's like these have been laminated. I don't get it. That wouldn't be the end that opens. So, I don't know. Maybe that was a waste of money. I don't know. I'll have to experiment on my own time. Oh, I was happy to find this. And again, here's that dumb, although, you know, this is cello in this case, but HFH, Habitat for Humanity, $2. I don't know. I have these Beyond Fang sketchbooks. Of course, it's just for use with pencil, pastel, charcoal, crayon, pen, and ink. 100 sheets. It doesn't. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, and of course it says lightweight, so it's not. It's not going to tell us a weight. Oh my goodness, this has been around a while. But I was happy to get this because it's a good portable size, not a bad brand. And if I am going to be taking some, if my plant on the retreat, on my retreat at our timeshare is going to be to do some art creation, wouldn't this be a good book to start doing that with? So this is going in my suitcase. Okay, I bought a couple of packages, one navy, one black, of these pocket folders, paper folders that have the two inside pockets, because this is what I put my, when I give a bride and groom a copy of their ceremony, I include the marriage statement in there. I haven't been including a business card lately, but usually a thank you card and a copy of their ceremony in there. And these are good neutral colors. And I was getting low on those. So that'll go in the filing cabinet. Okay. Oh, the thing that really ran up my total in one particular store. Well, first of all, I'll show you the miscellaneous stuff. And you're thinking, well, how can 25-cent items add up? Well, they can if you pick enough of them. I will add these little brass pins to my... Oh, they're different sizes. That's cool. I'll add those pins to my thingamajig. More baby stuff. Now, these are buttons. Let's just open this up, because how can those long things be buttons? These guys are shank buttons. These guys are just flat. Okay, so this will go with the baby stuff. See, I could put them with the buttons, but then what are the odds that I would find them when I need them? I paid $1 for this. I like buying these little chipboard books. I didn't realize till I got home and unpacked that this is actually an accordion book. 3 inches by 3 inches with 1/2-inch jump rings. How darn cool is that? Now, I think what I would end up doing, just to save my sanity, is to remove all the rings and save them, of course. How can they say that's 1/2 inch? Anyway, remove all the rings and do whatever I'm going to do to this and then reassemble it. Because can you imagine trying to work around those rings? Like, I would definitely lose my mind. Is this not the best thing ever? I didn't know such a thing existed. This could be my favorite. Maya Road. MayaRoad.com. Okay. This was probably too much to spend on this. 2 frames. Epoxy metal frame, black and white. I almost never use anything like this, but yet I keep buying it. Anyway, I'll add this to my metal pieces. Did I just hear a vehicle? I haven't been saying too much about it. Maybe I haven't even told you at all. It is municipal election season in Alberta, and my husband, excuse me, is running for another term. So I designed his campaign brochure, and of course I keep printing more of them off. These are really big brads, 18 millimeters, 12 pieces. I don't care for the color, but hey. You want to see a really big brad? So yeah, he's on the campaign trail. And because I haven't been telling you about it, I probably didn't tell you that the other day, last weekend, Gertie was here. Whoops. I had her outside. That's a really big brad. I had her outside, to do her business, to smell every leaf and twig and scat and all that. And I'm talking to my elderly aunt, made for you with love. This is one of those labels. Oh, two of those labels. Oh, they're stapled on there. Anyway, so I'm talking to her, and you know, she's one of those people. You can talk for an hour and still have a hard time ending the call. So anyway, then I see my phone. I guess I have call waiting. I see that my husband is calling me. So I pretty well kind of almost hang up on her. I said, oh, Roy's calling. So I answer the phone, and he says, where are you? And by this time, we can see each other. Anyway, he said, I got bitten by a dog on the campaign trail. So I, of course, you know, we go into the house, and I make him drop his pants. Because I was an EMT at one point, so I do have some common sense and some basic understanding. I'm going to reuse this because look, it has a little built-in window. And I didn't even rip it in the process of opening it. That's so unusual. Anyway, it looked bad. And his jeans were soaked with blood. And he was wearing jeans. So how sharp do those teeth have to be to bite through denim, puncture the skin, draw blood? So I thought there was enough blood that he might need stitches, but you never know when it's all dirty. Anyway, he did go to the emergency department. They cleaned it up. They and I guess that's another rationale for going to the hospital. They will do a very thorough job of cleaning it, and they just covered it with a bandage. I guess they didn't think that stitches were required. And a 10-day course of antibiotics. And then there's a process. They have to report animal bites. And then and it's already happened, he and the owner of the dog each got a phone call about it. Well, the woman whose dog it wasn't even her damn yard. The dog ran across the road when he was anyway. Okay, I don't know what she charged me for this. I must have been slipping that I didn't make her say. But there's Canada, 2000, Alberta, Edmonton, 2001, Edmonton. So this must have been some sort of games. This is the capital city. This is the capital city in the province. This is the country. So that's going in the Canada Journal. You know how I feel about big erasers. Look how big that is. Now, mind you, what do I get by... I don't really get more area to carve on. I'm talking about carving erasers for stamps. But I do, I guess, get something that's easier to grip. So we can expect, I'll just add it to my collection of big erasers as a reminder that I did promise I would do that video. I always buy needles when I see them. Those were 50 cents. Oh, look how cute these are. These are ladybugs. Appliques. Ladybug appliques. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look it. Whoops. 1/2 inch square, if you don't measure the legs. Maybe I'll save this because it's an interesting color. And it's got a little iron on the bottom. Oh, those are iron-on ones. Can't fool me, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, and then this was $2. Now there are 10 pieces, and these are charms, and they're bride and groom charm. So this will go with my wedding stuff. Okay, now, no, 2 more things, and then I'll show you how, oh, well, no, I guess 3 more things. When I see these hostessy type things, I usually pick them up. Now, these are party forks, and there are 50 of them, and I paid 50 cents. I give these to my kid because they host. They have people over all the time. They have, anyway, year round. They're always hosting something or other. So I'm thinking these would be cute for, you know, finger food type setup. So that'll go in the box for Hillary. These are just blank, 5 with envelopes. I'll add that to my card. Now, I don't know if these are all the same. These are Mary Engelbright from 2012. Yes, but look, she's a little artist. A little artiste, I guess, painting a mural. So that is that. Now, it says bubble bands. So I'm thinking 50 sheet stick notes, 70 sheet. Oh, this is obviously part of something that the other pieces are not here anymore. Because it says set of 3 includes 50 sheets stick note. So what is that supposed to be? A Post-it note? 70 sheets. Oh, this probably doesn't even belong here. 70, whatever, it doesn't belong here. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Bubble. Oh. So, like, what is this supposed to be on? A bottle, the neck of a bottle. Hey. But there aren't enough. And this might not match. That could be on the wine bottle that is on each table at that wedding. Anyway, we shall see. That's, I guess, the problem with trying to thrift enough for an event. You either have to, well, the odds of finding enough are slim and none, or you have to have a plan B so you can alternate. Cool. Okay, this is where the money went. These are all flowers, people. Reflections, handmade. 64 pieces. Are these not the greatest colors? Plus you get the tin. I don't know how many there are. There's clearly something. Some orange got in there too. And don't bother using your fingers and toes to try to see how many of these I bought. I bought 17. That's $34. Okay. Here's a cute little jar. Supposedly 48 fabric fancies. Well, there are not 48 fabric fancies in there. But it was $1 and it cost... and it's a little jar. Then there's this. Why would I buy purple, you may ask yourself. Keepsakes. Whatever. So there, trust me, there's going to be flowers on everything from now on. Oh, I missed one item in here. At Habitat for Humanity, I paid $1 for this. Now this elastic seems very loose. I won't be able to wear this because of the metal beads and the metal charm. But let's just pretend. I'm channeling my, oh, look at that. I'm channeling my inner bohemian something something. Let's get these stretching some more. Knowing that they're going to shrink back once they get off the jar. Okay, cute, cute. Oh, 50 cents. Cute, 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 cute. These are paper. Oh, 50 cents for this. Now, I didn't realize this was iron-on either. Seam binding. $2. Now, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to sort all this stuff by color. Not while you're watching. That would be cruel and unusual punishment. Look at these with those real stamens. Now this is Prima, 2012. It could be interesting to know what these things cost back in the day. They look so cool. And it's not just because of the color. Again, Prima flowers. These are pretty big. They don't look that great against that pink background, but I think in the right, on the right project, they could be pretty cool. And this one is like 3 inches square. And this, of course, can be reused. Prima flowers. Does this not have the same sort of... Oh, it was put in upside down. The slotted hole is right here. These are 2010 Shabby Chic. And I guess I like them because they appear to be well made. Certainly every color, especially in these variety packs, you get a lot of color choices. Were these worth $2? I don't. Oh, this is a Michaels thing, so who knows? It might have been cheaper at the time. You know, sort of those impulse buys by the till. This one has a nice packaging. All it's saying is that it's not a toy. But look at this with feathers and jewels. And that too is, you know, roughly 3 inches. And these will look so much better once they get sorted by color. Here's another. Oh, I didn't realize I picked 2 of these. Sorry about the noise, guys, but you know, I'm sure you do this at home all the time. Lisa Gibbons. Now, isn't she a TV person? Essential Petals, Wishes and Dreams, 5 pieces. 2013. Wishful Thinking Flowers. Something's missing here if it's supposed to have 5 pieces. Anyway, that's lovely. And I guess another thing that makes me happy is that all of these things are very flat. again, that printed packaging is sort of, okay, I'll do this on my own time. These are big, I'd say 3 inches. Now these almost look like leather. Now they say that they're handmade. Doesn't say what they're made of though. Well, it's not leather, but it sure looks like it. Now, it doesn't say how many pieces, but look how beautiful these colors are. I mean, if I want to add some color to my life, oh, I forgot to show you these. 2 packages of they call these report cover labels. So, you know, like a duotang kind of, or a folder like the ones I showed you earlier. 1 inch by 3 inches, and they're both in red. Put that over there. Oh, I also forgot to show you these. Now it says 36 die cut shapes, and they're calling them snuggle bugs. So, whoopsie. Look how cute. So obviously this is going with the baby stuff as well. Okay. These look like felt. Is this Prima still in business? This feels like thin felt, which is really nice. So happy. Memories with you, cherished moments. Look at this fancy packaging. Oh, and these are on brads, or have a brad holding them together. Whoops, let's do this. It doesn't come apart. Look how snazzy this is. That didn't quite cut perfectly there. But clearly this can be reused. It's like craft paper. These are stickers. This I'll probably put with wedding stuff. How many pieces are there supposed to be in here? 10. Well, somebody's snitched a few out of there. And the final thing, paid $1 for this. I gather that these are bags that are in the shape of a bridal gown. Or what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh. I shouldn't, sometimes when I attempt something like this, okay, what is going on here? So we've got these that need to interlock. these that need to interlock, I think, and these that need to interlock. Oh, put this like so, fold this on the score line, and that's what you get. So what is this? Oh, and it looks like you tie a ribbon around her waist. So it's almost like a favor box or something. Yes, I guess that's what it would be, a favor. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess these could almost be like a decorative thing. But again, you know, just because Mama thinks that's a good idea, it doesn't mean that my adult, more minimalist daughter will think it's a good idea. So we shall see. I should start a box or a bin for all this kinds of stuff that needs some some bridal approval. Let's throw that in there too. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you today. Well, I didn't show you the yarn, but we'll keep that for another day. Anyway, I would be very curious to know what your favorite item was. Now, I've already forgotten what I said my favorite item was. Sheesh, there were a few good ones. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already subscribed, I really ask humbly that you would. The channel is, you know, the subscriber numbers are going up a few at a time, and honestly, I think I should be able to, well, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I crossed the 1,400 mark and have promised a giveaway of some sort at the 1,500 mark. So together we can do it. Yay! Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your presence, your support, your affection, your concern, and don't let a dog bite you on the calf is all I can say. Okay, guys, see you in the next one. Bye.